theory 3. So let's take a xy coordinates plane like this. Origin. There's a capital A point x1 comma y1, and there's a capital B point x2 comma y2. Previously, we selected a point, we got a point that is dividing this straight line segment internally. Now we get a straight line we get a point which is dividing this straight line segment externally. Alien kapanne. Externally. Dividing in what ratio, puta? Lambda is to mu. How we can divide like that? මෙන්න මෙහෙම scene එකක්. AC divided by here. If it is divided internally, how do you write the ratio? How do we write the ratio? AC divided by CB. AC is to CB කියලා ගන්න. From one edge to the point that is dividing the straight line, from that point to the other edge. That's the way you have to follow. මොකද්ද follow කරන්නේ? From one edge you can start from that point to the point which is dividing the straight line, or is up a special point එක. From that point reach the other end. So if we do so, what do we have? A in the last C ta gihilla, this ratio, let's take it as lambda. Again from C we are coming back to B. Still the ratio is going to be AC is to CB ratio, or else AC is to CB ratio, this equals to lambda is to mu. But the only difference is that this point is external. And is this a new thing for you? අලුත් එකක් නම් වෙන්න බෑ පුතේ. මේක ආයේ you are studying this one in equiangular triangles grade 11 එකේ මේක තියෙනවා. Only thing I hope you all can remember, right? The O level maths කටපාඩම් කරලානේ O level යන්නේ නේ. හැමදාම ඔක කියනවාම. If it is divided with a straight line segment internally, or outside the triangle මේ පැත්තෙන්, or outside the triangle from this side. එතකොට how we take the ratios කියන එක we discuss in all levels, right? So when I boosted this seminars post මම promotions කරද්දී from Facebook I got some inquiries. එතකොට එක ළමයෙක් මට message එකක් දාලා තිබ්බා, so what's the prerequisite to join this seminar? මම දැම්මා O level maths පුළුවන් වෙලා වරින්. O level maths බර A level කරන්න බෑනේ, right? So there's a misconception. So when we do classes, when we start combined maths classes, we always say that O level doesn't matter to start A levels කියලා. In what terms, in what aspect? In terms of the effort you put. O level එකට දාපු effort එක O level 9 years ගන්න දාපු effort එකම මෙතනට දැම්මොත් කෙලවෙනවා. That is not enough. That doesn't mean sir is saying O level is not needed to start A level maths. So I'll forget all O level maths and I'm coming to A levels. උගන්නන්න බෑ. This is an A level question, so you need to have some sort of O level idea. O level මතක තියෙන්න ඕන. A level when it comes to applied maths, O level geometry, you don't have to do the proofs. Riders are not there, but whatever the results you take from riders, මෙහෙම වෙද්දී applied maths එක apply කරන්න ඕන. So still for 26 batch also heavy calculations from that we didn't get, but එද්දී අලරත් තේරෙයි. Okay, center of gravity වලින් එද්දී equilibrium of coplanar system of coplanar forces වල heavy calculations වලට අපි තම ගියේ නැහැ. In papers when we go there they will understand it. හරි. So this one is something that you have studied in all levels. Okay, let's assume that you don't know කියලා. Now remember, අදින් පස්සේ මතක වෙන්න බෑ. If a straight line segment is divided internally or externally, that doesn't matter. Internally or externally. If a straight line segment is divided at a certain ratio, again and again I'm saying the same thing. If a straight line segment is being divided at a certain ratio, either internally or externally, how do we get the ratios? This is the special point. mama special point killer will refer to that one. From one edge of the straight line to the special point, and from that point to the other edge. AC is to CB. Same thing. From one edge to the special point in the other edge. Right? That's how we get. Imagine karane. Okay. The only difference is that here you have to understand a small thing. So I will just give as an idea. Here we are taking the ratio in the same direction. Methaning we have it. See the arrowhead. Internally when we divide it, methaning mehata from this one we are going again here. But puta, in this case, the arrowhead goes like this and we turn back. And we turn back. Mehema pattern එක නෑ මෙතන. We have to go like this and come back. So this one goes like this and goes like this. This one goes like this and reversing. But having a reverse here, not easy to do the calculation. Easy in any way. Katai. So what we do is, mover, we reverse it back. Move opposite by force, we are sending it back. Listen now, this is just a theoretical idea. What we do here, this is an imagination, okay? This is just an imaginary application. Practically, when just to identify the pattern, this is an imaginary application. More opposite. So let's say this is lambda is to mu. Lambda is to mu. එහෙනම් මෙන්න මේ කවුද? mu කවුද? minus mu වෙනවා. Reverse කියන meaning එක දෙන්න. So just keep this idea in your head. ඇයි ඒක එහෙම වෙන්නේ කියලා we'll do the calculations and see. So this one I just wanted what? In the same direction I needed the arrowheads. Here AC is to CB, here also same AC is to CB. But the thing is CB is the opposite end. We don't like to come back. We need to always move forward. එතකොට මොකෝ කරන්නේ? Reverse එක ආයෙ forward කරනවා. If this is mu, we'll take it as minus mu. එච්චරයි. But it's not a big deal. If you didn't get it, don't bother about it. From the pattern, we can understand what is going to happen here. Listen now. Listen. Now we know that if we lambda is to mu, I'll have to mark like this only because there is an external point. No? Whenever we mark karana, so I'll take a perpendicular straight line segment. Now these things are normal, same as the previous one. So you can start drawing with me. This distance is x1, and to this B point, the distance is x2. X2. That reversing part, if you didn't get it, don't worry about it. We'll discuss about it again. This one will take it as xc, yc. We need to find the coordinates of that coordinates of the point that divides the straight line. So this is xc distance. Right? Listen, stop talking. What is this height? This is y1. What is this height? This is y2. What is this height? This is yc. Make a yc. Now same as the previous one, let's draw perpendicular straight line segments. From here, I draw a perpendicular straight line segment here. From this one, I draw a perpendicular straight line segment here. So put my mu venama danna. I'll write mu here. Right. Now, I hope you all have a very good eyesight. Hari, as speed ne dekawurut nene. You can see, you know. You are in a sleepy mood. Again, you must check. Check. because you can't work in the classroom like this. Right. Listen. What is this length? X2 minus X1, no? This X2 minus X1. From the X2 length, I'm subtracting X1. How about this length? From Y2 minus Y1. So this is Y2 minus Y1. May height. This is Y2 minus Y1. How about this length? Then I think there are lots of data. So it will be very difficult to read. But Komhari manage karaganda. When you draw, mark them carefully. I'll mark capital B points coordinates like this. X2, Y2 kila. And this length is going to be what Puda? From XC, if I subtract X2, this is XC minus X2. How about this height? How about this height? YC minus Y2. YC minus Y2. YC minus Y2. So I'll mark this point as M. Let's mark this point as capital M. Mark this point as capital M. Right. Now we can see, same as the previous one, AMB and BNC triangles are equiangular, no? Why? These are two parallel lines, alternate angles are equal, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. These two triangles are equiangular. We know equiangular triangles are what? Equiangular triangles, if we take corresponding sides are proportional. Alright? Equal. So then we can write like this. If we take AMB right angle triangle and BNC right angle triangle are equiangular. Therefore, corresponding sides are proportional. Proportional means what? AM length divided by BN length is equals to AM length divided by BN length is equals to, listen now, BM length divided by CN length. BM length divided by CN length. This is equals to, what's the other proportionality? Puta, you see? This length is to the other, this length ratio. Mutta muge ratio එක බලන්න. දැන් හොඳට අහන් ඉන්න. Instead of taking these two right angle triangles, I will take the other one because lambda is here. එහෙම නැත්නම් මෙතන lambda minus mu කියලා ගන්න වෙනවා mu. So it makes the calculation come. Still we can do. So instead of taking this right angle triangle, okay, instead of taking this right angle triangle, we'll take මෙන්න මෙයා. We'll take this. Okay, we'll take this. So we have the length here. මෙයා කවුද? XC minus X2. Sorry. XC minus X2 නෙවෙයි. XC minus, sorry, X2 minus X1. X2 minus X1. X2 minus X1 උත් නෙවෙයිනේ. XC minus X1. XC minus X1. Sorry, my bad. XC minus X1. XC minus X1. මේ length එකනේ ඕනේ. So what is this height? මේ height එක. What is this height? YC minus Y1. This YC minus Y1. Taking that one is those two triangles is easy. May podi ekina ganna to will take this, and I will take this point as capital M. Okay. Instead of taking this small triangle, I have taken the big one because lambda එක එතන තියෙන හින්දා. Still, the big right angle triangle and this small right angle triangles are equiangular. Right. Now listen, I'm going to take AMC right angle triangle, AMC right angle triangle and BNC right angle triangle, BNC right angle triangle are equiangular. If two triangles are equiangular, corresponding sides are proportional. So AM divided by BN is equals to what's this height? AM is this, no? May height is CM. CM divided by this height CN. This is equals to Abuda AC length divided by AC is to BC or a CB. AC is to CB ratio we know, right? Yeah. AC is to CB is equals to lambda is to mu. But the C point is external. That's the only difference. But AC divided by CB means lambda divided by mu. AC is to CB means AC over CB. Lambda is to mu means lambda over mu. So we can take it as lambda over mu. So AM length is equals to XC minus X1 over BN length is equals to XC minus X2. CM length is equals to YC minus Y1 over YC minus Y2. This is equals to lambda over mu. Let's take this as first equation, this as second equation. Did I make a mistake in writing? Someone was talking? One. What do we have? XC minus X1 over XC minus X2 is equals to lambda over mu. Do a cross multiplication. I'll put an arrow head and right in front of it because if I write below this one, the students in physical class can't see. So mu times XC minus X1 is equals to lambda times XC minus X1. Sorry, XC minus X2. Remove the brackets. Mu XC minus mu X1 is equals to lambda XC minus lambda X2. Take all XC terms to one side. So we get mu XC. Okay. Mu XC minus lambda XC is equals to mu X1 minus lambda X2. Okay. You can see, right, Shakir? Until this point. Last line can't see. Okay. So below the calculation below this one, I'll do it here. So let's take mu XC minus lambda XC is equals to mu X1 minus lambda X2. So let's take XC as a common factor outside. We get mu minus lambda is equals to mu X1 minus lambda X2. Let's divide both sides. XC is equals to mu X1 minus lambda X2 divided by mu minus lambda. Onna puta, X coordinate is here. We got the X coordinate. I write it in red color. XC is equals to mu X1 minus lambda X2 divided by mu minus lambda. Then වැඩේ කියන්නේ ඕක කැතයි. කමන්නේ. ලියා ගන්නකො first of all write that will you? Okay. Why I am saying this is කැතයි? Because lambda ඔහොම ගිහිල්ලා mu නේ ආපස්සට එන්නේ. So lambda එක අපි positive කරමු. So what I am going to do is divide both numerator and the denominator by minus. Or take a minus as a common factor from both numerator and the denominator. We get XC equals to lambda X2 minus mu X1 divided by lambda minus mu. What did I do? I have taken minus from both numerator and the denominator. So minus and minus cancelling out. So we get the X coordinate of that capital C point, which is the externally dividing point. lambda x2 minus mu x1 over lambda minus mu. You try to identify the pattern going through the steps that we discussed in the previous example. Lambda times here x2 කොහෙද ඉන්නේ මෙතන. Lambda times x2. Mu එක mooth එක්ක යන්නේ. So we'll derive the pattern. First of all, peacefully write this, will you? ඔක්කොම එකපාර රෝඩ දාගන්න බෑනේ. Understand and do this, and try to develop a similar expression for yc as well. Try to develop a similar expression for yc as well. Quickly write it. Develop a expression for yc. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes. ඉක්මන කරන්නකෝ. Here, see, this is a simple simplification. No, here, if I take, let's say you have 5 minus 2 divided by 3 minus 1 for an example. What's the answer? 5 minus 2 is, let's say 5 minus 1 kilogam bidanna lesinda. 5 minus 1 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Answer is 2. But I don't like to keep like this. What I'm doing is I'm taking this one and this one from numerator and denominator. I'm taking minus sign outside. It gives me 1 minus 5 divided by, I'm taking minus outside, 1 minus 3. Minus and minus cancelling out. Still the same answer. No? Minus 4 divided by minus 2. Answer is 2. So what happened? I got the ratio like this. But I wanted the pattern to be like this. There's a reason. In this way, we can easily remember the pattern. So what did I do? From numerator and the denominator, both, I have taken a minus sign outside, minus sign cancelling out. The terms are changing its signs. Plus mu x1 minus mu x1 minus lambda x2 plus lambda x2. Mu minus lambda becomes lambda minus mu. I'm just taking a minus sign from both numerator and the denominator, developing the pattern. The pattern develop karla di. Right? Finish it. Right. Try to find yc as well. yc එකත් හොයන්නට ගාලා. Right. So here do a cross multiplication. So sometimes you boys, you guys don't get work at all. වැඩක් වෙන්නද ගෙදර? කම්මැලියා වගේ ඉන්නවා. වැඩ කරපන්. Right? Mu times yc minus y2 is equals to lambda times yc minus y1. Remove the brackets. Mu yc minus mu y2 is equals to lambda yc minus lambda y1. So take all yc terms to one side. So we get mu yc minus lambda yc is equals to mu y2 minus lambda y1. හරිද මං ගත්තා? Sorry. Previously, did I make a mistake when I'm doing the simplifications, Mithana? In previous one, did I make a mistake when I'm doing the simplification? Give me the board එක ලියපු එකනේ ලියාගත්තේ. Okay. මම මෙතන වැරද්දලා තියෙන්නේ. කලින් එක නෙමෙයි මෙතන වරද්දලා තියෙන්නේ. This is mu times yc minus y1. Okay, this is y1. This is y2. So this is y2. So we get mu yc minus lambda yc is equals to mu y1 minus lambda y2. Now take yc as a common factor outside, we get mu minus lambda. This is equals to mu y1 minus lambda y2. Divide both sides by mu minus lambda, so you get yc equals to mu y1 minus lambda y2 divided by mu minus lambda. So if we take minus sign from both numerator and the denominator, we get yc equals to lambda y2 minus mu y1 divided by lambda minus mu. Okay. So therefore, coordinates of capital C point. Therefore, coordinates of capital C point. Here, see. Stop working and listen now. If we take capital C point, the coordinates are going. What's the x coordinate? What was the x coordinate? Put lambda x2 minus mu y1 divided by lambda minus mu, comma lambda y2 minus mu y2 mu y1. Sorry, make x x1 make a y1 divided by lambda minus mu. Now let's try to identify the pattern from an example. Here, see. Let's take a straight line segment joining the coordinates 1, 2, 2, 3. It's divided externally at a point capital C at the ratio. If I take ABC කියලා, they have given the ratio AB is to BC. Ratio එක දීලා තියෙනවා AB is to BC, AB නෙමෙයි, external point is C. No, AC is to CB ratio is given 1 is to 2. Listen carefully. The ratio is given A is to CB. This is the external point that divides the straight line segment externally. So AC is to CB ratio is given 1 is to 2. AC is to CB means A to C 1, C to B 2. Har lazy pattern nila hari. Listen carefully. Lambda times, this is lambda mu ke liye hitanna, if this is lambda and mu, lambda times x2. X2 was here. Bala x2 එක මෙතන ඉන්නේ. Lambda times x2 minus, you are coming back, no, coming back now, remember minus mu times x1. මෙහෙට යන ගමන් move අරගෙන යනවා, this one coming back and catching this. ඔගේ point එක නෙවෙයි. Mu is coming back and landing at this point. Land වෙන එක නෙවෙයි, අනිත් එකව ගන්න. Okay, here see. 1 times x2. Here see. C points coordinates are going to be, how to calculate the x coordinate? Lambda times x2. 1 times 2. Coming back means minus. This ratio times මෙතන තියෙන x coordinate එක 1 divided by difference of the ratios lambda minus mu 1 minus 2, not 2 minus 1, 1 minus 2, comma, always remember this order is important. We are taking this one first, no, එහෙනම් lambda minus mu, 1 minus 2, coming back, remember minus විදියට ගන්න, minus 2, comma 1 times y coordinate 1 times 3, coming back means minus 2 times this y coordinate 2, divided by lambda minus mu format, lambda minus mu 1 minus 2. When you are doing this, you have to recall the pattern again and again. Na? So we get C, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, 0 divided by anything is 0, comma, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, minus 1 divided by minus 1 is 1, 0, comma 1. And C coordinate is going to be 0, comma 1. Last one. Okay, what's the pattern? This one times this one, this ratio times the other one. This ratio times this coordinate, this ratio times the other coordinate. Move method technique. Alright. So don't get complicated. or else don't make it complicated with the arrowheads and all. What's the pattern? If this goes like this, meata coming back, meata going forward for this, coming backward for this. Other one is easy. The previous one was easy. The opposite එක ගන්න. The same thing happening here. If I try to explain that way, you will not understand. So while you are moving forward, catch this. While you are coming back, catch this. Coming back means minus. That's why we put a minus. How do we take the ratio? Previously, sum of the ratios, method difference. How the difference? This one minus this one. Forward minus backward. Okay. Quickly finish this. Write this example and then we'll take a summary. So after this one, I wrote this. After this, since we don't have enough space there. We have enough space, but physical class students can't see. What doubt you should ask me? Huh? Bigger in the sense this may make a puta mama gattu nikang example. This is a random example. This can't be make a 2 1 q1 and pain a vidihada. But this is just a drawing, no? So practically, if we plot this one should may length එක 2 නම් එක පොඩ්ඩක් ලොකු වෙන්න ඕන. Compared to this length එක මේ always it should be smaller. Okay, just to give you the idea, I gave this. Alright, I'll give you another example. Your argument is correct. The A to C length is bigger than how the ratio is small. Your argument is correct. It can't be small. Just to give you the idea, I gave like this. Make a වැරදි example එක. But the pattern identification is the idea that you have to get, how to get it. Right, okay. එළමයා කියපු එක හින්දා වැරද්ද කරන්න නැතුව අපි හරි ගස්සමුකෝ චුට්ටක්. So let's say AC is to CB ratio is given 2:1 කියලා ගමුකෝ. So this is 2, this is 1. Same thing. What is it? 2 times 2. You see, stop working and listen. Then how it goes? The pattern is same. Huh? What's the pattern? What's the pattern? 2 times 2. Okay. Coming back means minus 1 times 1. Divided by this one minus this one. Forward minus backward. 2 minus 1. Comma. 2 times 3. Coming back means minus 1 times 2. Divided by this one minus this one, 2 minus 1. So you will get what with the 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. Comma. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. 4 divided by 1 is 4. 3 comma 4. So move 3 comma 4 kilo. This comes as 3 comma 4. Right, I adjusted the ratio 2:1 kilo hedua. What's the pattern? This ratio is going to take these move ganne menne meha kelaware inne kiyana. So remember the pattern and work. Summary. Listen. Let's say we have a straight line segment AB. I'll take x1 comma y1. B is x2 comma y2, and this is divided internally at point capital C. I need to calculate the find the coordinates of the C point. Now stop working and recall the pattern with me. Online ගෙදර ඉන්න කට්ටියට ඇහෙන්නත් එක කෑ ගහලා කියන්න. දැන් මෙතන ඉන්න උන් කෑ ගහන්න එපා මයික් එකකින් ආයේ උන්ට ඇහෙයි ඒක. but මට ඇහෙන්න පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්න. Capital C points x coordinate. How do we take it? If I am taking the ratio as m is to n times x1, what? Plus or minus? Plus. Internally means plus. M times x2 divided by sum of the ratios m plus n, comma, same pattern applies for y also, I mean y coordinate also. N times y1 plus m times y2 divided by m plus n. M plus n. That's how we calculate the xy coordinates if it is divided internally. Let's take an externally division part. Listen now. Stop working and listen. There's a AB straight line segment. X1 comma Y1, B, X2 comma Y2. External point is capital C. We have to find the coordinates of this one, XC comma YC. So now here AC is to CB ratio was given, M is to N. Now here the AC is to CB ratio is given 3 is to 2 kilogram, or else lambda is to mu. Let's just take it as lambda is to mu, which means A to C the ratio is lambda, C to B reverse, it's mu. How do you write the coordinates of C point? X coordinates. Lambda is on the way, pick up this. Lambda x2 minus y coming back, so minus mu times this divided by difference of this one, lambda minus mu, comma lambda is on the way picking up this lambda y2 coming back nisa minus mu times this one y1 divided by lambda minus mu. Here is the pattern for that. Because in short question paper in some years directly make a ganda dino. Direct applications are there. You don't have implicit applications, think, derive and get another one. Coordinate geometry, whatever the things that you study in theory, kelima pollenge hoage apply karanna dino. Okay, so theory understanding is very important, and patterns you have to remember. Each theory part has a different pattern to remember. Pattern remember mataka tiyagan lambda mu xy x2 y2 ehema mataka tiyagan depa. Remember the arrowheads and the pattern of derivation. How to derive the pattern ekin ganna vidiya ba. On the way pick up this minus mu times coming back means minus mu times this one divided by lambda minus mu. Okay, so quickly write down the summary. Don't copy and write. Okay, draw the figure, try to recall it yourself and write, and then get the help from the board to cross check whether you have written correct or not. While I sell a first of all you write. After you write, then check whether you have written it correct or wrong. If you check the board and copy and write it, එතකොට ඉතින් පුතා තේරුමක් නැහැ.